As it turns out, Malcolm X provided a perfect metaphor for us in America and what happens in American politics. Here's Malcolm X's metaphor. He says, look, the life on the plantation with the overlord, the house Negro, the field Negro, all of those interpersonal communications and that dynamic has now spilled over into America. And really, you have America that's a bit of a plantation, and then you have these other characteristics being played out within the realm, especially of American politics. So what did we see this past election? We saw the overlords, call them the globalist Marxist overlords, right? Who decided that they wanted to make sure that people would turn their back on Trump and not vote for liberty and not vote for anything they stood for. So they called everybody, they made sure to provide a lot of money into media. So the media companies here and even some of the companies abroad were calling anybody that supported Trump's these atrocious names like Hitlerist and fascists and Nazis and racists and misogynist, whatever they wanted to call them, because they said, we can't have people being free and, getting free of our plans to make sure that we bring everybody into this sort of globalist utopia we want to do. So what happened? What happened was there was a landslide here. And then what did the overlords do? The overlords said, you know what? You media here in America, and you failed us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take back our money, and we're not going to rely on the mainstream media anymore to do our bidding. And so what's happened to media? This is the perfect example of what happens. You see it now in operation. All of your mainstream media factions are laying off personnel by the hundreds, and thousands of media personnel are being laid off. Some of them very well known. They're talking about, look, I'm going to podcasting now because there's no money in it for them. But this is the perfect analogy of what happens when you have this metaphor being played out in real time. You have the overlords, call it the globalist Marxists. You have what Malcolm X characterized as those operating under the pathology of the house Negro, those doing all of the bidding for the overlords, making sure they keep everybody on the plantation. And when they don't keep everybody on the plantation, guess what? Then they get relegated to the field. They get kicked out of the house. They're no more needed because they failed the overlord. So we saw now, we could see in real time, the mainstream media are literally the house Negroes are operating under the house Negro pathology in this past election. And people like you and me, us operating under the pathology of just wanting to be free and liberated and free from all of these, totalitarian, authoritarian type motifs. We're just, we're field Negroes, right? We're the ones that are just wanting to be free. And so that's me. Field Negro right here. And so anyway, I just wanted to give you an example of what this is and how it operates. And hopefully this helps. All right. God bless.